here's a structure that you're going to get used to over the next hour. We've got the various organisations in the railway. On the left-hand side, those are the public bodies. We'll be looking at each one in detail in turn a little bit later. In the centre and on the right, we have bodies that are either in the private sector or are neutral, such as the unions, for example, who I don't think would like to be described as in the private sector, but then are not publicly owned either. But let's begin with some basics. Let's have a look at what we've got. Let's have a look at what we're going to be talking about. Here's a map of the railway system in Great Britain. We're sticking to Great Britain, by the way, not the whole of the United Kingdom. We're not going to be dealing with Northern Ireland, which has a separate railway administration and is fairly small and a bit outside our scope today. So here is the network as covering England, Wales and Scotland. It's very slightly simplified around London. There simply isn't room at this scale to show all the actual railways that exist. There's a lot of railway in Britain, even after the closures of 50 and 60 years ago. As you can see, nearly 16,000 route kilometres, and that's route, by the way, not track. You can pretty much double that figure if you want to work how much railway there actually is. And on this 15,000, nearly 16,000 K of route, there are 2,500 stations. They vary from Little Bewley in the Highlands, which has a platform about 20 metres long. When trains stop there, they can only get one door onto the platform. At the other extreme is London Waterloo, which I've already mentioned, with over 90 million passengers a year. And between them, 2,500 others, big ones, small ones, on the coast, in the centre of the countryside, and of course in the big cities. On this network we have around 24,000 trains running on an average day. That's about 30% more than there were in the 1990s, and incidentally one of the highest figures in Europe. Just to be comparison for a moment, France, which has a larger network because it's a larger country, only runs about 16,000 trains a day.